them again, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
You are watching the leaders in full immersion gaming, and this is the pregame show only on the NBL Network. Welcome to the NBL Network, and you are watching NBL Live broadcast number 212. I'm joined alongside my co-host for tonight's game, Sonny Weaver. But before we get into Sonny Weaver, let's talk about that 15% off we can get you at web3ks.com. Affordable graphics for all your creative needs. You go to web3ks.com. That's WEB3KS.com, and let them know NBL sent you, and they'll give you a 15% off. A really good deal right there. But let's get right into the game tonight. We got the 7-1 Baltimore Ravens, 4-3 New England Patriots. We're going to talk player to watch for the New England Patriots side. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback. They brought him in from Kansas City because Jimmy G was not getting it done. They shipped him off. He's in Washington, right in the Pines somewhere. But Sonny, tell us what you think the Patriots have to do tonight to come ahead and get this W against a very hot Baltimore Ravens team.
Well, they're going to have to get Mahomes going early. They're struggling this season, only 950 yards passing so far in the year. Mahomes' quarterback rating of 82.65 TDs, 5 interceptions, not doing a whole lot. But the number that concerns me, and I think one thing we're going to have to watch tonight, is those 24 sacks they've given up this year. Mahomes has been under pressure. And don't forget, this Ravens defense is not too bad. They can get off to the quarterback. They need to protect Mahomes tonight, control the ball, control the clock, run the ball.
All right, I got to cut you off here. You said, is it Mahomes or Mahomes, or is this one of you doing your Amir Abdallah kind of things? Is it Mahomes or Mahomes? Maybe we get some help in the chat. I was gonna let it go, Sonny. I said he said it 3 times. I'll still let it slide, but then you punched it in 2 more times, and I just got to know: am I pronouncing it wrong, or is Sonny Isms taking over again, and he's just completely twisting this name up into some kind of Cincinnati spin? The Cincinnati spin is what I call it. But I absolutely agree, Sonny. Let's flip it over to the Ravens side. Maybe we'll get some help in the chat. And Z-Star's already saying Sonny's pronunciation is gonna drive me crazy, and they're saying I'm right, so I'll take that W right there, Sonny. So 1 point for me early on. Baltimore Ravens player to watch: DeMarcus Whitehead, cornerback. He's got some interceptions this year. He's kind of been the engine on this defensive side of the ball. If the Ravens win tonight on the road, I'm going to ask you a 2-part question. Does that make them a top team in the AFC? Are they a legit contender? And what does this say about this Ravens defense? Does it mean anything stopping a Patriots offense that's been kind of up and down?
Yes and no. I think the Ravens defense has got some skill to it. I think the standout this season has actually been the guy who's come in to save them from the Andrew Luck injury. It's Tyrod Taylor. I think, obviously Whitehead, he's a good cornerback, and he's going to be playing on the best receiver here against New England. But if I really got to look at this matchup from the other side, I think it's going to be the offense and Tyrod Taylor that's going to lead this team to a victory. It's been very impressive what they've done this year. And frankly, I'm not so sure New England can actually match up with them.
All right, so that's the game we got going on tonight. We're going to get it down to the game now. I'm going to get Sonny's prediction right now, which I'm about 100% you're going to be incorrect on this prediction. And the only way you're correct is if you predict the winner and the score. So, Sonny, it's not a knock on you. It's just something that most people can't do. But what is your prediction? We're going to go ahead and go with the formality, score prediction, and how confident are you in your pick?
Oh, let me see here. I'm looking at this Ravens team. I want to go Ravens. I think the Ravens are the best team, so I'm going to go Ravens. You look at their scores this year. Let's go ahead and say the Baltimore Ravens 30, the New England Patriots 17.
30-17. He's taking the Ravens over the home field Patriots. I kind of like to play into who's at home, who has the most to lose. I think the Patriots at home, they do have the most to lose. I'm going to go with the Patriots. Their back's on the wall right now, not the 7-1 Ravens. I'm going to take the Patriots in a 20-13 upset over the Baltimore Ravens tonight. Guys, get your picks in the chat. We see scores coming in right now. Z-Star saying Patriots 24, Ravens 20. Pricey saying 17-10 Ravens. Going against his division rival. He's the owner of the Miami Dolphins in the NBL. Draco saying 21-7 Ravens, 27-17 Ravens. Lil Fish, the owner of the New York Giants, the very hot, undefeated New York Giants. Playa saying 35-21 Ravens. A lot of score predictions having it real close, so we're in for an exciting game. NBL Live broadcast number 212. And if anything on the screen messes up, Unisolated behind the scenes, cutting the strings is what we're calling it now. So let's hit that intro video, Unisolated. See the prompt. Hit the intro video.
My name is Rex Dixon.
Let's get down to this ball.
Clint from EA Sports.
You're watching NBL.
You're watching the NBL Network. And you're watching the MBLN Network.
Empty backfield for Atkins. He's been dropping back to pass here on 4th down. He's looking deep over the middle. He has a man. It's Brandon Cooks who catches and makes a man miss.
Oh, that's
Woodard is dropping back. He's got open over the middle.
Wow. That big playmaker ability as he finds him again.
Into the end zone. Another touchdown.
All right, as the game is loading up right now, we got the Patriots at home taking on the 7-1 Baltimore Ravens. Honey, how surprised are you with the Ravens so far at 7-1? Any doubts in your mind left right now? If they come away with a convincing win tonight, let me better phrase this. Are you going to be on this Ravens bandwagon? Do you believe in Tyrod Taylor, kind of a miracle run, early season candidate for MVP? Or is this just all kind of a facade so far?
Well, I think they're definitely in contention. You look at their schedule remaining, they've only got 2 or 3 tough games left on the schedule. I could see them easily being a wild card team because of that Steelers team in their own division, but they may be a wild card team at 13 or 14 wins. So I'm definitely a Ravens believer.
Kicking the ball off first is going to be the New England Patriots. That means the Ravens are receiving down to the 5-10 as he makes his way down to the 25-yard line. It's going to be just the same as if he took a knee, Sonny, but he gets out to the 25, and that's how we're going to start this game.
Yeah, and really, if I'm Baltimore going into tonight, I'm going to establish the run early here, and then I'm going to take some shots because I don't think New England can win in a shootout. So if you can get some scores going here early, I think you can put this one away quickly.
All right, and here we go, shotgun. No, it's going to be single back formation, tight slots. Dropping back, looking over the middle of the field, finds his man on a drag that's fairly as he pushes through, gets down to the 35-yard line. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and inches for the Andrew Luck-led Baltimore Ravens. Yes, that's right. He's making his return here on NBL Live broadcast number 212. So no more Tyrod Taylor, Sonny. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. He went 7-1. Andrew Luck comes out here and kind of struggles. Are we going to start saying, hey, man, maybe they bring Tyrod Taylor back in? Played so phenomenal for this team in the first half of NBL season 31.
And there's always a quarterback controversy, even with the great Andrew Luck, when you had somebody that played so well early in the season.
Here we go, run up the middle, picks up the first down. Going to be 1st and 10 on the 36. Guys, let us know in the chat how the quality and the sound is on the microphones as well as the video quality so far on the stream for the NBL Live broadcast. 212, Sonny. Man, it just seemed like we just started not too long ago. We were on 21. We were on 12. And now we've surpassed the 200 milestone, and we're moving forward. Pistol formation fairly in the slot to the right side. Trips bunch on the left, and they're going to get a man offsides here. It's going to be on the offense, going to put them to a 1st and 15. Got to do better over there on that right tackle position.
And don't put yourself in a bad down and distance here. Obviously, Luck just getting back into the groove of thing after missing most of the season so far. So don't make them make a lot of deep throws here early in this game. Let them get those easy down and distances just to kind of get back in the groove of things.
And here we go, 1st and 15 for the Ravens as they're trying to pick their play right now. Now, Sonny, why don't you take over play-by-play for this game right now?
Yeah. All right, so you got a Holt motion out of the backfield, and they're going to look downfield, and then he's going to drop it off underneath, and that is to Adkins on the play. And now that's going to set Baltimore up with the 2nd and 6 coming up ahead.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 here for the Baltimore Ravens. Nice throw underneath. I don't like the falling and leaning to the left, Sonny, and then dropping the ball across the field. A little too Brett Favre-ish for me. But Andrew Luck's got the skills to make all the throws, and he can make those kind of throws. So in Baltimore, they're probably happy. I just don't like that.
Luck dumping it off to Kamara. Kamara trying to make a man miss. Doesn't quite get there. Gets down to the 47-yard line. That's going to be enough for Baltimore Ravens first down.
Nice throw on a little screenplay right there. Conservative play calling early for the Baltimore Ravens, kind of staying within that playbook they used with Tyrod Taylor. We saw him on NBL Live a couple weeks ago make a lot of underneath throws, but then at the end, it kind of baited the defense in and opened up everything over the top where they were able to hit Fairley for some big plays.
And Fairley coming around, they're going to hand it off. He makes a move up the middle, gets tackled, and it looks like he's going to be down at the 40-yard line. A little wide receiver quick. They didn't run the play action there. Look for that to be set up later on in this drive.
Yeah, you see wide receiver quick in the NBL. You usually think, Sonny, inside the 5, at the 2 or the 3-yard line, a Pittsburgh Steelers special. But no, Baltimore Ravens use it about midfield early in the game. Is that a smart use or a bad use? I don't know. We'll find out if they get stuck inside the 5, but that's definitely a great goal line play.
Luck dropping back to throw, and he gets hit and downed on the play down to the 47-yard line, and Brown with the sack, and that's a big loss there for Andrew Luck, setting up a 2nd and 17 here for Baltimore on their very first drive of this NBL Live game.
Nice sack there by Marlon Brown up the middle, playing nose tackle for the New England Patriots, able to get some pressure to the quarterback, and here goes Andrew Luck. He's going to be in shotgun formation. Alvin Kamara split to the right, fairly in motion once again, and watch him looking underneath for the drag there. It looks like they're going to hit him early. Finds him underneath at the 40-yard line. No, he doesn't make it there to the 42. 4 for 4, 31 yards. What does that tell you? A quarterback's 4 for 4, Sonny, and is only thrown for 31 yards.
It tells me they're doing a lot of checkdowns right now. We saw the screen. We see the underneath there. They're not trying to test New England early here. A little bit surprising. Thought they'd try to take a couple shots here. Maybe air it out after a good 1st or 2nd down. Haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I think the pressure might be getting to Andrew Luck as 4 for 4, 31 yards. Definitely not something we usually see from a quarterback that likes to drive it down the field. Let's see what they can do. Atkins far left. You got Fairley far right, dropping back, looking over the middle. No, he finds his man. McAllister gets down to the 14-yard line, 5 for 5, 59 yards. And there you go, Sonny, a little seam route against man coverage. Usually, that is maybe not the best throw. It just seems like defensive backs can stay with you on seams and man coverage. Right there, the speed of McAllister just seems to be a bit too much.
Yeah, McAllister outran him there, and that really worked out to their advantage because it was just a perfect throw right over top.
Strong formation is going to be a handoff to the right side. Kamara's looking for some room there, and he gets down to about the 14-yard line, down to the 7. So a nice little 7-yard game there for Alvin Kamara.
And now we talked about earlier in the drive, they use that wide receiver quick. This is kind of the area I like to use it. Obviously, well documented that the Tennessee Titans stole that from the Pittsburgh Steelers, but nonetheless, a nice play down here.
And here we go, strong formation. Kamara in the backfield, dropping back, looking over in the middle of the field, finds his man on his slant, but nowhere to go. Takes a big hit, and he's down. It looks like the receiver's not going to be able to get up as they run the sting pinch zone. Nice play calling within the 10-yard line for the defense. Put a lot of pressure on the quarterback and sends a lot of heat coming downfield in the middle of the field, and it seemed like the Ravens just played right into that.
Yeah, and it was a good job by Holt there, picking up the pressure up the middle.
Here we go, handoff to Holt, nowhere to go, 3rd and 4. They're going to have to settle for a field goal as a man just gets in the backfield right there. You're noticing a lot of hard flat coverage by the New England Patriots. You also notice a lot of blitzing by the Patriots when you get inside the 10. So they're trying to send heat at you, Sonny, and take away the hard flats. That's a quick way to try to get a turnover. So Andrew Luck has to be composed in the pocket, has to trust his lineman in front of you, and just really trust the play that he's calling. And you didn't really see that too much once Andrew Luck got inside of the 10.
No, and you really need to have your wide receivers get off the press right away, make that inward breaking route, whatever that may be, deliver that throw. You tried to do it one time, and you got his wide receiver killed. So we'll see if the receivers are really interested in doing that going forward.
A little fish in the chat right now saying all that just for a field goal. He's over here at twitch.tv/MBL Network. If you're watching on our YouTube channel right now live, head on over to Twitch and join us and everybody else. We got about 40 to 50 people watching right now. Check us out, twitch.tv/MBL Network, and go ahead and give us a follow. We're 2 followers away from 500 followers. Kind of a big accomplishment for us, Sonny. We're really excited to be here and be at this point.
Yeah, we only just got back on Twitch not that long ago. Been on YouTube for quite a while. So to get that many followers that quickly, very impressive here for the league.
Here we go, Patrick Mahomes. Single back formation, number 32 in the backfield. They're kind of wearing their throwback uniforms today, trying to go to that old school grit and grind New England Patriots style offense. Play clock down. It's going to be a little draw handed up the middle. Number 32 gets crushed. That's Isaiah Crowell, the former Cleveland Brown, the man who put up over 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns against the Cleveland Browns in a blowout win. It's crushed early on, a gain of 0. But, man, how impressive has the Crow been in this New England Patriots uniform?
He's had a resurgence here in New England, breaking tackles like you would expect. But one thing about these New England uniforms is it just made the numbering look really small.
It looks really small and grainy. I absolutely don't like a counterplay to Isaiah Crowell. As you know, where the bread and butter is going to be for this New England Patriots offense is going to be with handing the ball off. A little cutback counter run play right there, trying to get the Crow headed downfield. Sonny, I remember you being on broadcast when we first started. You were very big on people who had halfbacks similar to Isaiah Crowell, and you said, get him running downfield, get him running downhill. And I think that's what the Patriots try to do. Maybe a counter play, get him going downhill, and then it's just a safety to beat, and he's truck sticking over that guy.
Yeah, but the problem is your guard has to pull over there quickly, and it didn't just make there enough time.
Trying to throw it underneath right there. Didn't see what happened. It looks like he picked up the first down, threw it underneath. 1st and 10 here. Brandon Cooks, it looks like it glitched out just a little bit. 1st and 10 there on the 39-yard line. New England Patriots keeping the drive alive.
And so they're barely hanging in there. The Crowell stuff, I want to get him out on the edge because, like you said, you want to get him matched up against cornerback and a safety. So maybe some sort of stretch play or a toss, but get Crowell on the edge, and let's see what he can do against some of these smaller guys.
Here we go, single back formation, tight slots, handoff up the middle. There's the Crow trying to make some room down to the 41-yard line. 3 carries, 6 yards. And while that might sound discouraging for most teams, I think the Patriots are going to go ahead and stay with this ground and pound offense.
Well, the offense this year really has been built around Isaiah Crowell. So for them to abandon it would be to abandon what's got them to this point. Not saying it's great, but nonetheless, you kind of got to just stick with it because you are winning this division.
A couple people asking where OSU is at right now. Yeah, that hurts my ego just a little bit. But, yes, OSU is out of town right now, but he will be back later this week, and he'll be back on these NBL Live broadcasts underneath, finding number 11. That should be Marvin Jones. No, it's not going to be Marvin Jones. No longer on the New England Patriots. What am I talking about? That's Malcolm Ward picking up 1 reception for 14 yards. And the Patriots continue to move the chains. A lot of underneath stuff. So at what point does the Baltimore Ravens say, you know what, if we're not going to send any pressure, let's cover the hard flat and see if Mahomes is going to look to drive the ball down the field.
Well, and that's what you said right there. You either got to decide, are you going to play underneath or are you going to bring the heat? You've got 2 options, but you can't do just send 4 and let everybody drop way back because New England's just going to work down the field right underneath you and kind of death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, it really is. It just seems like the chains are slowly moving. The chains are slowly moving because you're not sending pressure and you're not taking the underneath as drop coverages continue to drop back. Here goes a man coverage. Let's see what Mahomes does against it as he's making some audibles at the line. Shotgun formation. Isaiah Crowell split to the left side. Here we go, dropping back, looking over the middle of the field. Everybody seems to be covered. He's just dropping back, but batted down by the defense. I don't know, Sonny. Sometimes on the defensive line, you say, man, just let that go. That's a pick. I think that might have been an interception.
Yeah, he was definitely had the better coverage. He had the inside hip of the wide receiver, but you can't fault the big guy. He saw he saw red in his eyes. He thought he was going to get a sack there. Not quite, though.
Here we go, shotgun formation again, 2nd and 10 for the New England Patriots. An offense that really starts sputtering once they get past midfield, and the safeties get to play a little bit more aggressive and don't have to worry about covering so much on their backside. Play clock getting down under 10 seconds right now. Got a man in motion moving from left to right, obviously signaling maybe a run play to the left side. It is going to be a handoff, and there goes the man, Isaiah Crowell. Worley with nowhere to go. Kind of predictable play calling there and kind of a predictable set there for the New England Patriots. When I saw the man in motion, Sonny, far left coming to the right, it just made me think they're running some kind of halfback base to that left side.
Well, and you got Crowell with his 2 yards per carry just staying strong there. So maybe New England gets him out wide like we've been talking about.
3rd and 8 has been trouble. 3rd downs have been trouble. 3rd and longs have been even more trouble for the New England Patriots. Patrick Mahomes in an empty backfield right now. This means pass all the way, potentially a screenplay as they're just about 5 yards away from field goal range. Let's see what Mahomes does with this offense. He's dropping back, looking underneath on the left side. He's going to hit his man. You just can't give up the flats as he gets to the 1st down and continues to drive. That's Griffin McIntyre, a tight end that had 4 drops in a game against the Buffalo Bills just weeks ago. He holds on to that one, though. 1 catch, 12 yards. Griffin McIntyre, he was picked before the Lions tight end, Kalen Cupper. and just really was more of a bigger tight end. You thought he'd be someone you could throw the ball up to, spec catch, but Sonny, he just has not lived up to that first-round talent.
Man, shameless Lions plugs all around, folks. Marvin Jones.
It's just getting started.
Now we're talking about tight ends, but nonetheless, yes, you are correct. He has not lived up to the hype. He's kind of been a little bit of a letdown, not been the guy or the focal point we thought we were going to see when Gronk left.
Yeah, you notice Patrick Mahomes making some changes at the line of scrimmage again. Another base to the right side this time. Nowhere to go, and a nice tackle there by number 57, C.J. Mosley, in open field. And I don't know if there's really many linebackers better than him at making that tackle in open field versus that halfback.
When C.J. Mosley get pink hair?
Hey, man, it happens sometimes, man, that, you just start dyeing your hair and things start happening. Here we go. Shotgun formation, and that's right, the Crows back in the game. 2nd and 12. Mahomes making more adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be a play action. Nice cut block by Crowell, but then Mahomes runs right into the contained defensive end, and Copeland gets his first sack of the game, and now in really, really big trouble. 3rd and 20 for Mahomes. What do you do? Screenplay, draw? What's the thought process here if you're the New England Patriots?
Watch the deep out here. It has been ran by New England, the 20-yard out. It's a thing here in the New England Patriots playbook. So be on the lookout here if you're the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm getting a little bit of technical difficulties here on the screen as we're down here with 3rd and 20 here for the Baltimore Ravens. For the New England Patriots, Ravens defense got to stop here. An opportunity to get off the field. You can't give this up. Let's see what they come out in. Shotgun formation. Crow split to the right side. Ward in the slot. Ward had a nice catch earlier. Can't go underneath if you're the Patriots this time. You're going to have to drive the ball down the field if you're looking to pick up this first down. And he's looking. Instead, he just goes to the Texas route. And it's just really kind of let's get in better position to kick this field goal kind of thing here for the New England Patriots.
Well, and what you get there, like you said, you get in field goal range, and you're playing for a tight, low-scoring game, it looks like.
Kick is up. It's going to be good. 3-3. The Patriots had the game up with the Ravens. Ravens had a better first drive, Sonny, I'd say. Patriots just seemed to go underneath to move the chains. And when they couldn't go underneath anymore, they didn't really look to pick up the first down.
Right. And again, I think they're playing a conservative game plan here. They haven't gotten the run game going yet. So they're going to bide their time and see if they can't wait for a Baltimore mistake.
Here we go, strong formation here for the Baltimore Ravens. Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Number 15 to the right. Watch him, he's the B route. He's looking to go underneath. He doesn't get a good break, but they force it over the middle. That was a post route that just was not run too well as FL drive. A nice cover 2 beater, but great man defense there for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, everybody was covered there. That was going to end up a coverage sack, or maybe luck takes off there. But can't be forcing those throws. That's what New England wants at this point. They want to play a tight, conservative game. And if you're Baltimore, you need to open this thing up. Take some shots.
All right, here we go. Shotgun formation for the Baltimore Ravens at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. Andrew Luck looking. He's going to look over the middle of the field. He's going to have his man Gray bounces off the defense, gets down to the 47-yard line. Andrew Luck finds a nice seam route against cover 2 zone. Just an easy pitch and catch for the veteran quarterback.
Yeah, we've seen Luck go back to this seam route a couple times so far this game. I think that's something he's comfortable with throwing. Watch that throughout the rest of this one.
Shotgun formation, handoff to Kamara to the right side, whips back into the left. He's got space, all kinds of space. They might have to start calling him NASA, the amount of space this guy's getting right now. Alvin Kamara down to the 22.
Oh, man, Alvin Kamara, when you see gaps like that, he made a good job to cut back into it. But, the downfield blocking there opened up, and Kamara just kind of followed those blockers. I was surprised he was run down from behind, though.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that explosive getaway speed that you expect out of a halfback, but so great between the tackles, so great midfield. Just not the go-ahead home run kind of throws. Andrew Luck decides to go to the check down. Man, the middle of the field was about to be wide open. Notice the red route on the wide receiver post was about to break wide open. He could have let it upfield. Might have been walking in for a touchdown, Sonny.
And I think he was worried about that linebacker lurking just a little bit. I think he was trying to see if he was being baited into that throw. Again, I think Baltimore, Andrew Luck, try not to make any big mistakes here in what's probably going to be a pretty tight game.
Here we go again, guys. We are advancing to Week 10 after this game. This is the last game of the week. Dropping back, Andrew Luck got a man on the right side. A dig, nice throw. That's where I would have went. Fairly down to the 7-yard line. Detroit line plug number 2. Bro, that looked like a little Kendrick Montgomery Aaron Rodgers kind of pitch and catch right there, Sonny.
Yeah, I think that may be number 3. We'll have to check that.
Debatable. I believe it. Here you go. Play action, looking over the middle of the field again. Decides not to go to it. I do not like that play call right there. Just not enough space for Andrew Luck to feel comfortable. Yeah, he was in a cover 2 zone, but the middle was even taken away. I did not like it. You've seen them hard flat you, Sonny. How many times when you got inside the 10? To think that play action with the halfback leaking to the flat was going to be open, I just didn't see that happening right there. Not a very good play call for the Baltimore Ravens.
And this is where Luck needs to go back to his seam route, a little high pass maybe down towards the back of the end zone here.
Here we go, man, in motion. This looks like the orbit bubble screen. No, it's going to be the handoff up the middle to Kamara. He breaks off a man, gets down, gets a face mask, and I think he scored. I don't know if the ball got past. I don't know. Yeah, it's in. It's a touchdown. Touchdown for Alvin Kamara. That's almost like an and one in basketball. I feel like he should get extra points for that. If you get into the end zone while a man is face masking you out of the end zone, it should be bonus points. What do you think, Sonny?
Well, it was a little surprising. I think New England thought maybe Baltimore was going to go for it because they came out in a normal defense, not the kick blocking defense you're used to seeing there. So I think they were even a little surprised because Baltimore would have gotten that ball on the 1 yard line. So not much of a consolation prize, but I guess it's something.
I guess we can spin it that way. Here goes New England. How would you think New England needs to come out on this drive? Obviously, a lot of underneath early. They haven't really attacked. Mahomes does have that strong arm that he can drive the ball down the field. But this is when you get into dangerous territory. 2:12 left, Sonny. Here's an opportunity either to try to tie the game up or a catastrophic mistake puts you down 2 scores.
I'd like to see Mahomes roll out a little bit. I'd like to see him get out on the edge just slightly, maybe some sort of PA rollout, and see if you can't use your feet a little bit.
Mahomes in single back formation with the crow back there. You got a 3-man front with 2 linebackers at the line of scrimmage. They look like they're sending heat as well. As I stumble over my words, but Mahomes uses that strong arm to drive it down the field, and the catastrophic event almost happened, but it was deterred by the really low catch rating for the safeties of the Baltimore Ravens. But that throw, the ball got there. Should that be a catch that the receiver makes?
Nah, I mean, that would have been a tight catch. I'm not sure that I expect normal receivers to make that.
All right, once again, having a little bit of lag on my end, trying to pick up. Sonny, want to take over play-by-play?
Well, as Mahomes rolls out there, and we were just talking about Mahomes moving up the field, gets a good block, decides to slide down at the 40-yard line. Big run there by Patrick Mahomes, and something I was calling for just earlier in this game is Mahomes taking off when it's there, and it was definitely right there for him.
Yeah, sending a lot of routes down the field allows him to roll out to the left, find his way, and he doesn't just slide at the beginning. He actually takes a few more yards, Sonny, and then decides to hit the ground. I like that in Mahomes. I like what he's doing. And once again, Sonny, Mahomes, not Mayhomes. Mahomes. Yep. He's going to call him Mayhomes the entire time. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I am now. Yeah, you know, you got to comment on this streaming quality. Hound not having it tonight, guys. I'm just not sure what's going on with Hound.
Yeah, here we go. Single back formation. Crowell in the backfield. We really wish Timbo would have streamed at this point, but I mean, all is done right now. Handoff up the middle. Crowell, boom, boom, boom. Breaking free. You just can't bring him down. Almost a face mask on their end. And the conservative play calling, maybe one throw they try to drive it down the field, using the quarterback's will, staying with the run game. And Timbo and these New England Patriots find themselves almost in scoring range. What do you say, Sonny? About 8 yards from a 50, 53, 54-yard field goal?
Right. But if I'm Timbo and the New England Patriots right here, I take a shot play. You got plenty of time. You got your timeouts. You just convert a first down. They're thinking underneath. I take a shot over top right here. Go for all of it.
So he's saying go for the gold right now. Speaking of gold, you can get the NBL Gold Standard T-shirt on 365.maddenbomberleague.com. $25, and it includes shipping. It's not 24-karat gold, though. I want to put that out right now. I don't want to put out any false information as the Patriots go underneath again, get to a 2nd and 1. Man coverage coming back up for the Baltimore Ravens. Just an easy pitch and catch there for Patrick Mahomes. Haven't seen him really have to make any really tough throws so far. He's been good on his feet, and he's been good finding his man underneath. Another nice draw, little hesitation run up the middle, and now they're in field goal range, Sonny. So the Crows got 6 carries in the half, and he's been the ground and pound weapon that they've needed. But, man, if you're the New England Patriots and you're down 7, it does seem like you're down almost multiple scores because this offense is such a slow rhythm that we're probably not used to seeing here on NBL Live.
No, not at all. If you're New England, you should not be playing for a field goal at this point. You really need to be playing for a touchdown.
Absolutely. 27-yard line, play action. He's looking on his man on the right, going to overthrow it just a little bit. And that was pretty much a covered man. And nice throw there by Mahomes. I like it. Put it out in front. See if your man can get underneath it and kind of just speed burst to the ball. But, man, that was pretty good defense there for the Baltimore Ravens in man coverage.
I'm pretty sure you just said Mahomes there. I think it's
I think I'm starting to conform to the Sonnyisms. Mahomes. Oh, I hear it too much. It starts all sounding like it's all normal. And here we go. Shotgun formation. Crow to the left. Double A gap. Let's see what they do. They got 5 on the line. No, they got 6 on the line. 1 drops back into coverage. 5 blitz. They go right underneath to the flat to Griffin McIntyre, the big tight end, former first-round pick. 7 completions for 65 yards, Sonny. Might be time to start hard flatting if you're the Baltimore Ravens. But 20 seconds, and the clock is ticking for the New England Patriots. It's tick, 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 and they say, you know what? Let's burn a timeout. We got 2 of them. We don't need to go to half with any timeouts. 3rd and 6. You say it's time for the Patriots to score. The Patriots, man, they wasted about 4 seconds off that clock. It almost seems like they're just a little content with taking a field goal here.
And that is a problem because New England, they're not going to get a ton of chances down in this area. You'd expect maybe 1 or 2 shots here. Obviously, got to pick up that first down first, but nonetheless.
Here we go. You got Griffin McIntyre in the backfield, dropping back, looking, and goes underneath again, finds his man. Number 11, that's Malcolm Ward. 8 receptions, 8 completions for 77 yards. Another underneath throw. You got to start taking that away if you're the Baltimore Ravens. You really just can't allow a team to just kind of move the chains and get down the field. But maybe that was kind of their plan. Hey, you have no timeouts left. Now there's 3 seconds left on the clock. It's field goal time.
We got to talk about that play calling there because there was 12 seconds when that play started. He ran it. He easily could have thrown another pass or 2, but instead he let the clock run down, called the timeout. I have no clue what he is doing there. Playing for field goals is not going to win this game.
10-6, the Patriots, a team that struggles. Once they get on their side of the field, they struggle to move the ball because the corners and the safeties are playing a little bit more aggressive underneath. It just kind of goes against the detriment of this offense. But they got a little 2-for-1 scenario. They get the ball now to start this second half. NBL Live broadcast number 212, sponsored by web3cast.com. Don't forget to check them out. You get a 15% discount if you go to web3cast.com and let them know that the NBL sent you. Affordable graphic design for all your creative needs. I'm joined alongside my co-host, Sonny Weaver, and behind the scenes, pulling the strings for tonight is Unisolated, and the lag glitchy internet is brought to you by Hound Communications. If you're looking for horrendous, frustrating internet to call play-by-play broadcast with, go to Hound Communications. Not a .com, I just think it's just Hound Communications. It's in your telephone book, maybe. Something like that, Sonny? No?
Nah, you're good.
All right, I formation, here we go. Patrick, his name now, I don't even know. Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes, handoff to Isaiah Crowell up the middle, gets down to the 41-yard line, 7 carries, 35 yards. A lot of up the middle running, We've seen a couple draws early in this game. And a lot of underneath throwing. What do you think the Patriots need to do to kind of, maybe they go for that big shot? They've kind of brought the defense down. They're seeing cover 3 hard flat to start the second half.
Or how about an outside run? How about getting Crowell against the line or a cornerback?
So you're thinking take him maybe a little outside, huh? A little outside zone maybe. Okay.
Let him truck some people.
Here we go. I formation again. And Mahomes, this might be a run to the right here. It's going to be a handoff up the middle again. And nice tackle right there from the cornerback coming in off the edge. The slot corner makes the tackle on the lead dive. It's going to be 3rd and 1, and all signs point to this is a New England Patriots run up the middle.
It's probably looking that way. I think you got to wonder what are you doing? Crowell's running into the meat of this defense, and I get it. You got faith in your guy, but it's just not working.
Here we go, I formation again. Let's see if they're going to pick up this first down. Maybe a fullback dive. Potentially coming up right here for Timbo and these New England Patriots. Oh, no, this points to a stretch to the right side. Let's see what they're doing here. It's going to be a handoff. No, fullback dive it was. Handoff up the middle. They're going to pick up the first down. Hey, they tricked me. He took a fullback dive, and they motioned the guy, and I thought maybe this was a stretch to the right, and they pick up the first down. So fullback dive up the middle, and the wheels on the bus go ground and pound for the Patriots. It's not pretty to watch, but it has been effective. They got 6 points on the board. They've only given up 10, and they got the ball. An opportunity to take the lead here, Sonny.
They've got an opportunity here, but they're going to have to do something a little bit more creative.
Here we go, single back formation. Dropping back, looking over the middle of the field, has his man, nice throw, and he possession catches it, and he's down. Just a little seam route right there, and finds his way in front of the safety, who dropped back just a little too far. And a quick 1-2 little zip on the ball, and Mahomes uses his strength and arm power to get the ball there. Any problems with that throw from Mahomes?
No, it's he's looking good out there playing so far in this one. And they're going to go ahead and hand it back off to Crowell, who's going to get blown up the middle. And there's somebody down, and it actually is Isaiah Crowell down holding his back. That could be a huge loss here for New England in this offense.
Yeah, up the middle, Crowell goes down. I mean, the wheels on the bus go ground and pound, but with no Crowell, I'm going to be a little concerned here if I'm the New England Patriots.
Yeah, I got to be concerned right now because this team's so conservative. You're looking for your power back to get you those 2 or 3 yards every time. Now there's no guarantee that's going to happen. So they're going to go ahead and set up with a new running back in the backfield behind Patrick Mahomes. We'll make sure that name stays corrected throughout this game now. He's checking the offense at the line of scrimmage, motion right to left, dropping back to throw, pressure coming. Pressure gets there, and it's a sack for the Baltimore Ravens. Whitehead with the sack there, and that's going to move the New England Patriots back to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 32, DeMarcus Whitehead. He was our player to watch for the Baltimore Ravens. He's got the speed and athleticism at corner to get to the quarterback on that corner blitz. Nice way to get there. Now a 3rd and 16 is going to be very, very deadly. For this New England offense. They have problems getting the ball down the field.
Yeah, and looks like Mahomes is throwing down the field, and it's into coverage, and that looked more like a punt attempt there by New England Raven. I'm all messed up. This game buffering is killing me. But New England's going to be forced to punt the ball away here.
And the punt is up, and it's in the air, going to be returned by the Ravens. So a little stalled out on that drive. We saw them move the chains, Sonny, 3 or 4 times, and as he takes it out the end zone. I would have just let that hit, Sonny. Why he took that out of the end zone, number 39, that's a big guy. I mean, how much yards do you think Holt thought he was actually going to get there? And now they're at the 3, and this plays right into the New England Patriots defense. But back to their offense, they moved the ball so many times and moved the chains so many times to just come away with a punt just seems a little deflating for the Patriots, no pun intended.
Here
we go, handoff up the middle. That's Kamara. He's got all kinds of time, but there's a flag thrown. That means this could be a hold on the offense. No, it's actually against the defense. No, it is against the offense. 1st and 12. The buffering's got to me, Sonny. I don't know what's going on. Who is who? The New England Ravens, the Baltimore Patriots. It all seems confusing at this point. 1st and 12. They move back half the distance from the goal line. They're now going to be on the 2-yard line. And here comes the Baltimore Ravens. A nice run right there. Like that, doesn't get a holding call until he's 5-6 yards past the line of scrimmage. That's just discipline with this offensive line.
Yeah, that's a problem. Kamara's going to have to make up for it here on 1st down.
He's switching like he's actually running the ball, but he's actually passing, going to go underneath really early. If he would have just waited on that drag just a half a second. I know he's a little paranoid right now, Sonny. But if he would have just waited just a half a second, I think that drag would have got a little bit more space and he would have been able to turn it upfield.
Well, yeah, he's got to trust his offensive line that they can buy an extra second or two just to get them out of the shadow of their own end zone with those goalposts hanging over and looming right now. Kind of a scary proposition here for Baltimore.
2nd and 5 for the Baltimore Ravens, an offense that can drive the ball down the field. They can run the ball. They can go underneath. They don't do any of it very effectively or at a rate in which you're really going to be scared in this situation. If you're the Patriots, it might be time to send out the all-out blitz, though. They go underneath. That's going to be a pick. It is going to be a pick 6, and Doomsday is setting in on the Baltimore Ravens. As we said, why did you run that ball out of the end zone on that punt?
Yeah, the answer is they shouldn't have, as far as why. They shouldn't have, but wow, big block there.
Oh, that's a block. That's a block, and they're going to return it. Is he going to go to the house with this? Melvin, number 26, going to tie this game up.
12-12. Everybody knew this was happening, right?
Wow. That's an impressive 12-12 game. Who would have called it? The game is 12-12, and we've had 2 touchdowns. That's pretty impressive, nonetheless, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's cool, I guess.
All right, Sonny, I'm going to ask you to take over play-by-play again because, once again, I've been buffered out of this game. Actually, I'm about a 7.8 right now. And Isolated, what are you at? Peel back the curtain a little bit right now. Just go ahead and check it on Isolated and tell us where you're at. Here we go, single back formation. And the Ravens going to get the ball here, and they're back with the ball, and it's a 12-12 game. Play action, looking, throwing it to the dig on the left side. Atkins comes down with it. That's Oscar Atkins on the left side against man coverage. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Yeah, nice route there by Adkins to make a move inside on the man coverage. Wide open there. Good throw by Andrew Luck to get him the ball.
And if you're not seeing this on the screen right now, the stream went down just for a second. It should be back up now. Here we go, looking. Oh, my gosh. B was so naked, wide open as he runs cross drags. The most underneath inside slot was so open, Sonny. I think he could have ran, and the red route would have probably been blocking in front of him. An easy game, but instead he bails out for the first quick drag. But, man, Andrew Luck just seems a little paranoid in the pocket early in this game.
Yeah, it looks like he's predetermining his throws because, like you said, the crosser from the lowest side working left to right was the throw he really should have been making there.
What a run and scramble from Andrew Luck. He looked like eggs out there, the way he was just scrambling. He was scrambling. He was looking left and right, head on a swivel. I thought for sure this is going to be that blindside hit that he fumbles on, but Andrew Luck gets about as many yards as he can and just pretty much weasels his way out of the pocket and finds himself on the ground. 3rd and 4. This is a running or passing down for the Ravens. I'd like to see them take a shot. I think one big shot against this Patriots team is going to knock them out.
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand what eggs look like back there.
Is it eggs or is it Ogs? I mean, I don't even know how to pronounce anything anymore. It could be Ogs.
Probably is.
Yeah, well, who knows? Here we go. Dropping back. Andrew Luck looking wide open and just sails it over his head. Number 85 was the target. That corner route got so open right there. It was the red route, the number 1 read for Andrew Luck. And that was his first really bad throw of the game. And sadly, it comes on a critical 3rd and 4. And the Patriots defense gets off the field. And we get to see a little bit more of this Patriots offense coming up.
Well, and think about how bad this New England's offense has been, how critical we've been of it. But here we are, 12-12 New England with the chance to take the lead on this drive. This is the way New England plays now. Very conservative, waiting for you to make a mistake, and they're right in this game with Crowell back from injury.
JY made a great point in the chat. I'm gonna read out his comment here in just a second. Single back formation, Griffin McIntyre to the right side, and you got number 32, the Crow, in the backfield, and it's gonna be dropping back in the pocket. That's Mahomes. He finds his man Brandon Cooks. He's got all kinds of speed, and he goes underneath, another drag, picking up the first down. Here's my question here. JY said Andrew Luck looks scared in the pocket, making quick throws, and then the one time that he actually shows great vision and patience, even though, oh yeah, he did put patience, but he spelled it like doctor's patience. He has great vision and shows patience on that one, and it's overthrow. So that's just the luck right there that the Baltimore Ravens have in this game so far. Here we go, putting a man in motion. Watch McIntyre on that right side. They had 2 tight ends lined up to the right. This is going to be a counter run handoff to the left side. Nice patience, but nice tackle there by number 97. That might have saved them easily 10 to 15 yards. The Crow might have been able to take that to the house.
Well, I don't know if he would have taken that to the house. That was some slow acceleration there from Isaiah Crowell. Maybe I understand why he's not running to the outside now. He cannot get up and get going there.
Ravens on defense once again. They're going to be in man coverage in this one. Patrick Mahomes is going to be looking down the field in a pass play, I presume, 2nd and 9. Isaiah Crowell runs to the flat. They're looking deep down the field. He's going to take off running. He should have took off running, but he didn't. Mahomes kind of hesitates, gets down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter in a 12-12 ball game. I thought a little higher scoring here for Baltimore, but we've seen 2 pretty conservative offensives so far in this game.
Can't even say offense, can you?
Offense. There we go.
There we go.
Offense.
Okay, seam route by the tight end right there was what he was looking at against the cover 2. When it wasn't there, you notice a lot of hesitation from Patrick Mahomes, and that kind of put him in a situation where now he should have ran 2 to 3 seconds ago, stays in the pocket just a little bit too long, and he's able to get tackled from behind and picks up just a few. 3rd and 7, biggest 3rd down of the game for the New England Patriots. Trips to the right. Got number 31 in the backfield. That signals this is going to be a passing down. Mahomes dropping back, looking over the middle of the field, finds his man, possession catch on a little dig. You got to put a user in the middle of the field at this point.
Oh, for sure. And that was a good job there by the wide receiver, though, catching that and falling to the ground. Because had he stayed up, he's probably getting blown up and dropping that pass. So good job there by the receiver to get down with the ball.
Here we go, 1st and 10, 49-yard line. The Patriots offense is moving. It might be moving at a slower pace than we normally see on NBL Live, but this is a different pedigree of a team. This is a team that likes to utilize underneath throws, use their strong arm quarterback to get rid of the ball quickly, and use Crowell up the middle. We don't see that much on NBL Live, but that's the grit, grind, game of the New England Patriots. And here goes a little man in motion. He's looking deep down the field. He goes underneath, almost user pick there. He said, I've had enough. Brandon Cooks goes in motion and essentially is put on a drag route. And he jumps in front of it and tries to pick it off. 2nd and 10 here for the New England Patriots.
Right, good play there by the defensive end, actually jumping up there and knocking that one down.
Here we go. You got Griffin McIntyre in the backfield. To the left of him is Isaiah Crowell. Patrick Mahomes, shotgun formation. 2nd and 12, 5:26 left. It's going to be a handoff to Crowell. Nice defense. The defensive line play for the Baltimore Ravens has been pretty good. I've seen some great block sheds, some nice animations. So far, them getting off the block, been pretty phenomenal to me. I would give them an A so far in this game, Sonny. Have you noticed the same thing about this defensive line, even when they just send 3?
Well, they're definitely stopping Crowell, and that's been priority number 1. Now it's to stop the drags going forward, and that's where the linebackers need to step up here and really take control of this.
All right, I apologize if I'm just a little ahead of the call. We're having some technical difficulties this game throughout the entire game, but we're trying to get a hold of it right now.
We'll try.
And we're still trying. 5:05 left, the timeout here for the Baltimore Ravens, arguably the biggest 3rd down in the game. I know I said it the last 3 times, but it's been true every time. Here we go, Mahomes, 3rd and 4. Man coverage coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. It's a handoff to the left side, and Isaiah Crowell runs right into his own man, and he could have picked that up, Sonny. Just bad ball carrier vision for Isaiah Crowell on that play.
Yeah, he got sucked right into his left tackle. Not from anything other than bad vision there, and that's really going to be on Crowell.
People in the chat saying Timbo might be slow playing us and trying to maybe throw a Hail Mary on that 3rd down. I mean, that would have been I think that would have been his shot, to take a shot to Brandon Cooks, open this game up. He didn't do it. He stayed conservative, went with the run. I don't know. Do you like that play calling? It was very obvious it was probably going to be a run. He did bounce. It was a stretch play outside. The previous ones were inside. Do you like that play call right there, running the ball there on that 3rd and short?
Well, I think he was worried to throw because the obvious throw would have been a drag there, and Baltimore's kind of figuring that out now.
Got Alvin Kamara with a stretch to the left side. Nowhere to go, wrapped up by the Patriots defense, and an injury timeout comes on the field. Alvin Kamara, nowhere to go, 2nd and 13. Let's see if Andrew Luck can lead this team down the field. And once again, they're on their own 9, and they're starting in a big, big hole.
Well, and that was just a perfect play call against that play. They were blitzing the cornerback, so the cornerback came through unblocked, and it just happened to be right where Kamara was trying to run.
Here we go, 2nd and 13 for the Baltimore Ravens. They're dropping back into the end zone. Dangerous pass, another pick. It's going to be a pick 6. Interception. I mean, you got to be kidding me so far. If you're Andrew Luck, you've given this team 6 points. Now another 6. That's 12. And that was just a horrendous read with a horrible throw for no reason.
Yeah, that... Again, we criticize the New England play calling, but here we are. They're playing solid defense. They're getting the Luck throws, and
he almost
wow, that
blocked
should
that
have been
again.
another block kick.
So it's 12-19 right now. And for those keeping score at home, this has been a traditional field position game. If the Patriots did not play field position, they would not have these 19 points, but they've played the field position game so well, they've scored 13 points off of it. Just pretty phenomenal special teams and defensive play so far from the New England Patriots in this game, and that's why they're ahead. I mean, how much did you say special teams and defense will win you games? If the Patriots come away with this win, we have to put all of it on the New England Patriots defense.
Well, and a lot of it on Andrew Luck as well. Now you start questioning, we talked about early in the game. Tyrod Taylor got you to this point. Luck's still trying to get back into form. Is it time for Tyrod Taylor to come off the bench and save this game?
Yeah, here we go. 4:28 left. A lot of football left. Got to get a score here, though. Looking over underneath the field. He had A coming right across the middle. I don't know if you noticed that, Sonny, but he had 2 guys coming to the left side. He had the crossing route and then a dig from the tight end, which was about to get wide open and probably would have been able to split those safeties if you let it upfield. It just doesn't seem like Andrew Luck is letting those secondary routes kind of develop, and he's just kind of staying with the first thing he sees.
Well, we can tell that from the 2 pick sixes he's thrown tonight. You know, this is one of those questions where you haven't seen a whole lot of downfield throws, especially anything outside of the hash marks. I'd be maybe looking for a C route, maybe an out route, just something to start moving the ball with some chunk plays, because everything that's been deep has been right around the hash marks.
Yeah, I'd like to see Oscar Atkins get a shot down the field. Here goes Andrew Luck. The blitz is coming. They pick it up nicely. He's got time, but instead he takes a sack. That's not good. Roberts gets credited with half of a sack, and then they credit the other guy who was in there with the other half. I didn't get his name. 3rd and 19 here for the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm going to say it again, Sonny. Biggest third down of the game. Here we go. 3rd and 19. Baltimore Ravens. Can we just chunk it up to Oscar Atkins already and see if he can make a play? And here he goes, Luck's looking, and there's Oscar Atkins. He's chunking it up to see if he can make it. He makes a play. And I said it. You just throw the ball to Oscar Atkins, and he makes a play. He lays it out to play it out. And a nice catch, arguably the biggest catch of the game. Best offensive play of the game. 3:52 left. We got a lot of time, Sonny. It's looking a little more hopeful if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan.
Well, it is, as long as Andrew Luck doesn't throw a pick six here.
Luck's going to be handing the ball off to Kamara. Kamara can't find anywhere to go, so he trips over 89. And, I mean, I'll take the 3 yards. I will take the 3 yards. It's okay if you settle for a field goal in this situation, too, because the Patriots have not really been able to get into field goal range. So a field goal here is not necessarily doomsday if you're the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, I think it hurts because this offense for Baltimore hasn't been very electric either. Just getting down here has been a chore here in the second half.
Well, Train, I'm sorry I'm ahead of the play. It's insanely impossible to not be with this stream because we're all on different time periods because it's constantly buffering. Apologize in advance for that. Luck finds his man underneath, and it doesn't look like he holds onto the ball. It's going to be hit. As I'm getting another buffering, Sonny, take over play-by-play.
Yeah, so after that big hit, that's going to move him down to 3rd and 7. So Andrew Luck coming out 3rd and 7. 3:09 left in this game as Baltimore's trailing by 7 here in Foxborough. Luck's going to come out. It's going to be a 3-wide set. They're going to tag the tight end right there on the end of the line. Running back Holt in the backfield next to Luck as Luck changes the play at the line fairly out wide to the right. Adkins out wide to the left. McAllister in the slot. And we've got a lot of buffering going on here. And Andrew Luck's going to go ahead and try to pass this one as I'm looking through a blur, and he's throwing it down the middle of the field. He gets tackled down at the 11-yard line. A big pickup there for the Baltimore Ravens.
And I'm going to quote Sonny on that, the guys in the chat. This has been one of our worst streams as far as quality goes, and we apologize to everyone. Sonny just said, as I'm looking through a blur, this stream is horrible. This is complete trash. It's constantly buffering, and if Hound says he has no lag, he's probably lying.
Maybe that's why he can't put together an offense.
Maybe he's sitting here lagging out for the good of the league. The handoff to Kamara gets down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and 4 for the Baltimore Ravens. Nice throw on the little seam route to the tight end. 2 plays ago, beating the cover 2 zone. They're on the 4. It's hard to score when you're this close. Obviously 4-down territory, right, Sonny?
Oh, for sure. You got to go for it here. You're not going to get another chance down here. Too much time.
Here we go. Andrew Luck, shotgun formation. Kamara in the backfield. Let's see what they do. Kamara's going to go in motion. He's looking to the left side. Instead, he almost throws a pick six to the right side. Andrew Luck. I'm going to start calling him Zoolander. I don't think he can turn right. All of his picks have been to the right. Have you seen Zoolander, Sonny?
I have.
Turn, whichever way he could turn.
He can't turn left.
Okay, well, this is the reverse Zoolander, okay? Andrew Luck is the reverse Zoolander as he cannot turn right as he makes another horrible throw. Here we go, 3rd and 8, and I'll say it again, biggest play of the game. Here we go, looking over the middle of the field. He wanted that halfback the entire time, and he throws another interception, and that's going to be another pick six for Andrew Luck. And these Baltimore Ravens and the Bluebirds are coming out in New England because they're upset that they're taunting. All their offense came from defense and the computer. So this is really just a bad time to be a Ravens fan because you're 7-1 and you're going to start questioning. You know what's going to happen. We're going to start questioning, should Tyrod Taylor be out there? Because, man, Andrew Luck does not look good.
Yeah, Andrew Luck, 3 pick sixes on the day. It was about as bad of a outing as one can have. And so a lot of questions in Baltimore right now. Mainly, why isn't Tyrod Taylor playing quarterback for this team?
Yeah, he had such a great start, and everybody was saying, Tyrod Taylor is maybe a dark horse kind of MVP candidate, someone that is just playing at an exceptional level for what we thought he is. I mean, he has the attributes right now at 33 years old as a backup quarterback in the NBL, maybe even a fringe backup quarterback, because I was questioning how he continues to get contracts with his attributes, Sonny, and he played pretty well, like really good, probably top 5 in the league. And the upside was so big, you just were saying, wow, man, this guy really is showing out right now. And then Andrew Luck comes back, takes his spot, and then, lays an egg with 3 pick sixes on the day. Just really bad reads. And no one to blame but Andrew Luck himself, because those reads were unforced, most of them. It just was unnecessary.
It was. It's very unnecessary. Very unnecessary throws today.
Minute 55 left in the game right now. Dropping back, Andrew Luck looking over the middle of the field. Per usual, can't find anyone. Then decides, you know what, I think I'm going to throw it to Y. But he gets hit by the defense. See, at that point, you have to make a decision. You're either stepping up in the pocket to throw or you're taking off the run. In your mind, when you decide, I'm going to step up to run, you have to run. You don't say, I'm going to step up to run, then at the last second go, okay, I'm going to try to stay in here and try to make a throw. Because at that point, you've already positioned yourself to run, and you didn't position yourself to kind of stay in the pocket and buy time, right, Sonny? So now the defense gets to you and you fumble. Just very, very sloppy play from Andrew Luck. Very novice, not veteran-like, not to his potential, definitely, for the Baltimore Ravens.
No, get Andrew Luck out of there right now. All you're doing is hurting the kid's confidence.
Absolutely. 13 for 24 and 3 interceptions, and each one has been a pick six. I mean, that's impressive. Third and 13, and I'll say it this time, this is not the biggest third down of the game. But this is maybe the last buffering we get before the end of the game, but there's still a minute 32 left. That's doubtful as well. As I'm looking through the tunnel of blur right now, shotgun formation for Andrew Luck. Play action, he's looking over the middle of the field again, and he just says, I'm going to throw it here no matter what now. And it actually gets there, but it becomes dropped by the wide receiver. Andrew Luck, very tunnel vision on the middle of the field, I've noticed.
Yeah, there have been some issues out there as far as where he plans to throw the ball pre-snap and where he plans to throw them after are basically the same thing. So, Luck could just shut his eyes and throw the ball after seeing what he sees in pre-snap.
Baltimore doesn't even go for it on 4th and 13. They're conceding the game. NBL Live broadcast number 212. Big hit on special team. Picks them up and lays them down. And that's your third down halfback. Timble's got his third down halfback playing punt returner, a guy he relies on. Man, he really got laid out there, and they're just going to need this game out. This is going to do it. We can get to the player of the game now. On Isolate, let's bring up the player of the game screen. And Sonny Weaver, you can choose our player of the game. And no, we're not going to allow you to pick Andrew Luck as the player of the game for the New England Patriots. So you're going to have to actually choose a Patriot.
Well, that's tough because nobody on the offensive side of the ball really did anything. So I'm going to go with Stephon Gilmore. He had one of those pick sixes. I believe he had the pick six early on right in the shadow of the goalpost. So let's go with the one that really set it off. Let's go with Stephon Gilmore and his pick six.
All right, that's going to be the NBL Live player of the game for broadcast number 212. And we apologize to everyone. If you're watching this not live and you're watching this on YouTube later on, I apologize. This is probably one of the most off broadcasts we have ever done, at least in the last 100. And we had, it basically was the stream was just not that good. And that's where we're at. So broadcast number 212 is in the books. The Patriots defeat the Baltimore Ravens. Patriots improve to 5-3. Ravens fall to 7-2. My prediction was right. Score was absolutely wrong. 26-12. The Patriots over the Ravens. Player of the game is Gilmore for his pick six. And we will see you next time on NBL Live. Follow us on Twitter at Bomber League for the updated schedule on NBL Live. We won't have a game this next week for week 10 because we do have some people out of town. We will pick up a week 11 game, which was previously a bye week. An isolated. Do we know who we're going to get on that week 11? No, not yet. All right, we got a lot for our audience right now, so no, not yet. And we'll figure that out as we go. So just follow us on Twitter at Bomber League, and we'll keep you updated on the upcoming game. And we'll see you next time on the NBL Network.